When it comes to our values and morals, conflict is truly essential. As much as it may seem like the hostile thing to do or the safe thing to do, being having conflict is essential to all relationships, friendships, and business partnerships. If you are not willing to make conflict, if it goes against your values and morals, then to an extent you are being the quote unquote Mr. Nice Guy, or you are people pleasing. The reason I bring this up is because I grew up a people pleaser. I grew up sometimes just putting the world before myself or making sure that my friends may have been good before myself. And a lot of the times, or a good amount of the time, that used to come back and bite me. That used to come back and bite me and like tear me up over time. Because when you're so calm and peaceful to situations, like I was raised and came to be, always being a peacemaker, it is not worth it being at peace if it means that you are at war with the world and at peace with yourself. And that's one of the cold things that I really had to acknowledge, because being so nice and so peaceful is amazing. I'm not going saying be a bad person, go start, effing off the world. But in reality, like, if you are so nice and so avoidant of conflict, then you're not going to have healthy relationships. You're going to have relationships where you can be used, or relationships where you can be taken advantage of. And you just have to stand on all of these things. If it is meaningful to you and your friendship is quote unquote meaningful, then you can go through conflict and still come out perfectly fine. I have friends that I may disagree with for a certain thing. We disagreement, we disagree, have a disagreement, and can still positively move on. But if it came to the point where it was so against my values that I necessarily could not be cool with this person, then that is worth it in terms of being cool with your morals and values. So the main point is, like I said, to really just not being avoidant of conflict. Um, it's really a hard thing to like sit with for me, because especially in well, I used to get better with it for business for sure. Something comes up, I don't want to have to deal with it or hear what people may say, so I'm just like, okay, let me do the safe thing to do. I'll take it on the chin. But why does it have to always be you taking it on the chin, when other people can also take it on the chin, when other people can still go through these situations and still come out cool with you? Because if you don't stand up for yourself, you will get walked over. And that's not something we should be doing. So in reality, you should be killing the people pleaser in you and please yourself. So, like, if you really want to be someone that really helps the world and goes to help people, you start to see that everybody that strove, like that was striving for peace, the people that we consider the people that went and got peace, it was not peaceful for them to get peace. A quote I heard is, fighting for peace is not peaceful. All these people here did not go through peace in such a, just a regular manner where it was so peaches and cream and everybody was, oh, hi, and then just came to peace. No, sometimes you have to fight for peace, and that's where the peace comes along. If you can't stand on what you believe in and you have to go against your morals and values just to keep peace, then it's not worth it. You have to be one with yourself, because over time it's going to start to create resentment and hate for either the person or the situation. And then you're going to start feeling bad on yourself to the point where you bottle yourself up over and over and over and over until one point you snap. This is the point where you catch yourself either before you snap or when you snap. Stop putting yourself through situations that just aren't good for you, that just aren't healthy for you. If it's a toxic situation, it's not for you. Because what's meant for you is the things that will be genuine, the things that you don't have to hate on all the time and just go through and deal with it. This is your life. And in reality, you should not necessarily have to put up and deal with certain things if they aren't for you. Because there's so many things out there that can be fitting for you. Whether it's a job, a relationship, a friendship, an idea, do the things that are genuine for you. So, of course, it can get tricky when it comes down to the whole business side, work side. You might have to, like, I'm not saying go and quit your job necessarily right now if it pays all your bills just because it's not for you. Of course, situations matter, and you may have to play a certain situation to where it's ugly for you and there's, just avoiding conflict in the current moment. But at a certain point, you know that, okay, I'm trying to change this situation for myself. I'm trying to do something to where this is only for right now. Plan for the future to know that your situation will change, because you do not have to be tied down to one situation, especially if it's not for you. If it's toxic, if it brings you resentment, if you feel bad after doing it, then why are you staying with it? Is it that worth it for you to be in a situation that's so down and so bad for you that you just feel less of yourself as a person? It's not. This is not how you should be living your life. If you want to be one of the great people, this is not how you should be living your life. Life is really like your canvas for real. Like, we have the opportunity to be able to paint it however we want. And a lot of that has to do with the mental. If you think of a situation so bad and you happen to change it to a situation that works good for you, you just made you just made your canvas colorful. A lot of people are living in a black and white canvas, a life that may not have color like how they want it. Yeah, it's a drawing. Yeah, it still gets the job done. But aren't we trying to build something that is just like wonderful in our eyes? Something that has color, something that is colorful. I'm not discrediting the black and white life, because some people are going to live the black and white and some people are cool with the black and white. But if you are someone that is striving to go above and beyond, someone that is willing to put aside things that may not be for you, if it means seeing the bigger picture, then you're going to have to make conflict. You can't live in a life avoiding conflict, because like I said, eventually it will bottle up, get to you, and you will just have resentment and hate for it. So you just need to choose yourself. That's the biggest thing. Do what is for you and find what is genuine to you. Don't put yourself through a situation just because you're attached to it or because you've been doing it so long. Do something that truly fits your ideals, morals, and values. Because if you're not, then you're living a life for someone else. If you're trying to avoid conflict to make sure that you and someone are cool, then you are people pleasing. And people pleasing technically has a negative, like, when we talk about people pleasing, it's not like it has a positive connotation to it. It's not a good thing. It's not the right thing for yourself to be a people pleaser if it means that you are going to war within yourself. That's not, is that really worth it? Because you can achieve both. You can be at peace with yourself while being and having a peaceful life. So do it. Choose yourself. Choose the life that is meant for you. Choose the life that makes you a better person. Choose yourself. That's the point. That is what is for you. Find what is for you and stop avoiding conflict. Because I know I was going through it. I'm still battling through it. I'm learning it even for the work side. I may have a client that, just, oh, I let them get their way, but oh, maybe it'll work for me. That's people pleasing. And also, another thing about people pleasing is doing something with the hope and expectation. Basically, it's giving to give. It's giving to hope, okay, well, I'm going to give them this. I hope and expect that they're going to do something back for me. That's not how everyone in the world thinks or works. Some people will use you, take advantage of you, and it's just not the way you want to live. It's not the peaceful life you want to go. So, in reality, choose yourself. It can be looked at like selfish, but selfish is not a bad thing. I don't think being selfish should have a bad connotation. So choose yourself, stop people pleasing, and stop avoiding conflict. My name is EJ, otherwise known as Elijah Dickson. Um, this is stop avoiding conflict. So my three stays for the day will be I can use sentences. Stay true to yourself. Stay stay being open to conflicts and stay great. Those are the three for today. My name is Elijah Dickson, EJ. Like I said, drop a sub, drop a like for the video, share it, and yeah, have a nice one.